Where is Lithuania? Is it a Slavic country? What language do people speak there? Find out answers to this and more in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you've been watching my videos before, then you already know that I keep talking all about these different parts of Lithuania, but I suppose that to many people, Lithuania itself is still kind of a mystery, or even unknown at all. Today I'm going to talk about prejudices and false stereotypical ideas that may come to the minds of many who rarely hear about Lithuania. Some of these stereotypes I heard firsthand while meeting new people abroad. As soon as I would tell someone where I am from, sometimes I would hear things that are quite strange for me as a Lithuanian. So let's start with the elephant in the room. Probably the most popular false stereotype about Lithuania is where it is actually situated. I understand that Lithuania is quite a small country and it could be hard to find it on the map. But it's not the smallest out there. Just in Europe, there are more than 20 countries that are smaller than Lithuania. Yet many people try to guess where it is, and sometimes they say that it's in the Balkans, or it is a part of Poland, or the most popular guess, that it is a part of Russia. Well, what's true is that in the Soviet times, Lithuania was occupied by the USSR together with Latvia, Estonia, Ukraine, and many other countries. But it broke out for independence in 1990, and that was 30 years ago. Lithuania is in the NATO and the European Union for 15 years already, and uses euro as its currency. That said, Lithuanians are still very sensitive to the topic of Soviet Union, especially when many people assume that it is still a part of Russia, and considering how many people have suffered through deportations and guerrilla fights for freedom. Another popular misconception about Lithuania is also connected to Russia. Many people think that the official language of Lithuania is Russian. That is false. Lithuanian people have their own language called Lithuanian, which is one of the oldest languages in the world. It is from the Baltic language group, which belongs to the Indo-European language family. Lithuanian language is so ancient that there are uncanny similarities in grammar and words with the Indian Sanskrit. For example, these words: navies, naujas, sunus, sūnus, agnis, ugnis, rata, ratas, deva, dievas. So probably the stereotype about the Russian language still stays because many people are still speaking it as a second language, which is mostly older generations. Younger people mostly learn English as their second language. And the country itself is quite homogeneous. In 2020, Lithuanians are almost 86% of the population, and unlike Latvia and Estonia, where the biggest minority is Russian, at around 25% each, in Lithuania the largest minority is actually Polish, at 5.7%, and Russian behind it at 4.5%. There is another stereotype connected to this. Some people say that Lithuania is a Slavic country. The definition of Slavic is related to language and culture, and I already explained that Lithuanian language is not Slavic. Slavic countries are Russia, Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, Czechia, Slovakia, and some of the Balkan countries. Since Lithuania historically had a lot of influence from Slavic countries and a lot of intertwined history, sometimes it gets mixed in the definition. Yet, don't be mistaken, Lithuania is a Baltic country together with Latvia and Estonia, and we have our own culture and traditions. Here's another stereotype heard quite often. Lithuania is a poor Eastern European country. Really? Let's start with the Eastern European part. Apparently, Lithuania is not even in the Eastern Europe, as many would think. Even I was thinking like this before. A tiny country called Lithuania from Eastern Europe. I think it is believed so because, again, I mentioned the Soviet Union. In those days, Lithuania was part of a bigger entity which was mostly considered to be settled in the east. Geographically, Lithuania is actually situated in the north of Europe, but some would argue about that too. For in some calculations, Lithuania is said to be the center of Europe, but I know that there are quite a few other European countries claiming the same thing. Now, about the second part of the stereotype, that Lithuania is a poor country. Okay, let's agree that Lithuania is not the richest country in Europe, but it is not poor either. Lithuania has everything the same as other developed countries, and the economy is stable. Well, not considering the COVID-19 economical situation, which is equally bad for almost every country in the world. Anyway, Lithuania ranks very high in the Human Development Index, has a high GDP per capita, and World Bank classifies it as a very high income economy. So overall, Lithuania is doing quite well. Here's one more misconception. The capital of Lithuania is Riga. Oh well, who knows how did it come by, but somehow people mix the capital of Latvia with the Lithuanian one. Well, so you know it, the capital of Lithuania is Vilnius. We are nothing alike. Riga is a port city with a lot of Art Nouveau style buildings in its old town. On the other hand, Vilnius is one of the greenest cities in Europe, with a lot of parks and forests inside of it. And the old town is filled with Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque architecture. So these are the stereotypes that I've heard people say about Lithuania so far. If you're not from Lithuania, I would really like to know, what did you think about Lithuania before watching this video? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you liked this video, share it and subscribe for more videos about Lithuania later. Thanks for watching!